Mikeo Drokun Namdak Singla Duparsho Sange Nama Jangchu Bardu Dakni Kyapsuchi
Daki Chinin Kipe Namki Dola
Sange Duparsho Sange
Chadan Soki Chonama Chanchu Badu
Dakni Kyapsuchi
Daki Chinin Kipe Sanamki Dola
Chola Pinchu Sange Duparsho.
Yay! Kill him, Upala.
Oh no, not that. Sorry, I'm not really a technical person. Share screen, share screen, share screen. Can you see?
Yes. Yes.
Great. So welcome to class 3, and we are now going to have a quiz on class 2. And so Kedrup Je finished talking about, extolling the virtues of emptiness, and now he's moved on to a slightly different topic. Does anyone remember what he's talking about in the last class? He's talking about the qualifications of a student for being taught emptiness.
Yeah.
So what are the characteristics that Kedrup Je says a student needs to have in order to be ready to listen to teachings on emptiness? Anyone from the street can just walk on in and it's cool?
Is this the yak story?
This is not the yak story. They should have previously and repeatedly planted seeds for realizing emptiness.
Oh, not only once.
Not just once, correct. So after he lists those characteristics, what does he say about teaching emptiness? He says, to only those teach, but to others don't. And would anyone like to give me the Tibetan for that? Okay. Namyi la tempar jai shangdak lani mayen.
Well, but we need some time to think sometimes for the questions.
Oh, when I don't hear anything for like 45 seconds, I think no one's, interested. If you don't follow Kedrup Je's advice related to teaching emptiness that he just gave, what happens to your students?
They will run away. They they will
Will
not.
give up.
They will give up. Yeah.
Yeah,
They conclude that nothing exists at all.
yeah. So you'd be doing a great disservice, right? Because some of them, as Sugang said, are going to run away, give up emptiness, and they will fall to the lower realms. And then, as Ina said, some will take emptiness as meaning that things having a lack of a self nature means that nothing exists at all. And they take it to mean, yeah, nothing exists at all. So they say and do as they want, and they create negative karma, and they keep doing that, and they're going to fall to the chambers of the lowest hell. Can anyone give me the English meaning of chichar?
Kind of rising.
Yeah, that's part.
She is general.
Can be, not here.
It is not.
an archetype arises.
Oh, yeah.
And apparently Kedrup Je likes to talk about this a lot. Takbatsang.
Mere denial, simple.
Yeah, just canceling.
Simple absence.
Oh.
And Dunmayin Pachempo.
That is a very big problem.
Huge negative outcome. So dun here means outcome.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
Thank you. There's an archetype arising.
I was about to guess.
Hey, somebody want to make a easy $30?
Yes.
Yes.
Give me a personal name where dun is used as a positive outcome.
Dunju.
No. Huh?
Dendrup.
But in Sanskrit.
Siddhartha.
Okay, $20 each. Nick and who was that? Gibson?
That
Yeah.
was Stanley, I think.
Oh, Stanley. Good. Yeah. Dun.
Oh, Gibson was in there too.
No,
Stanley
not
and
me.
Gib-
Yeah.
Gibson.
Siddhartha. Okay. How much for each? $20 each. Okay. 3 guys.
I didn't say it in Sanskrit fast.
Oh, okay. $10 for Nick. All right. Anyway, that's a clear example of dun used not as meaning, but as a goal. Okay. Dun drup, Siddhartha, Artha. Okay, cool. And that's its meaning here. And it's important not to call it something of not meaning or something like that, because that would be incorrect. Okay. All right. Let's share Grandpa's screen. V says I shouldn't call myself Grandpa. I'm too young. I don't know.
True.
By the way, V had her second vaccination 2 days ago.
Yay.
And about 10 hours after she had it, she had a very strong reaction. So she got a very strong fever. And that's why we canceled the meeting last night. And she had a high fever for about 5 hours. And then it just broke, okay? And so those of you who are getting a vaccination, the second one, I think, sometimes it's a very good sign that the antibodies are fighting each other. And maybe 10 hours, 5 hours after you get the second one, you might have she said it felt like people kicked her for 2 hours or something. And then this morning, she's great. She feels great. So just something, something for us to expect. Me and Jigme are getting ours on the next to the last day of the term. So if that happens to me, Xiaoping might have to teach all the classes. All right.
She's up to it, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Okay, let's go. Utpala Detayang.
Detayang Tompani La Tanyena Sherab Jungnam Pungwang Gur Shepain Drel Pa Siksele Reishik Kelte Tamche Tongpate Tamche Yepa Mayino Shejawar Topna De Tse Ndi Lokpar Tawarn Girte.
Good, nice. Now, he's going to start a very long quotation, which he quotes verbatim. What's that mean, Xiaoping? A new word for you, verbatim.
Word by word, word for word.
He quotes it precisely. He doesn't paraphrase it. Versus paraphrase. Okay.
Verbatim.
Yeah, verbatim means he quotes it exactly, and he quotes it for a long time. Okay, so it's a little confusing. All right. And if he quotes Prasana Pada, right, the commentary to the verses, he's probably going to quote the
Root text.
Yeah, good. By
Aryanagarjuna.
good. Named.
Wisdom.
Yeah, and people try to make it a long name, Kedrup Je, it's not. Nagarjuna was a master of brevity. Less is more. And he called he wants you. He doesn't want you to think of his book as the root text on the perfection of wisdom. He purposely wanted you to say wisdom.
Wisdom.
That's the name of my book. Okay, so here we go. Shepe Djelpa Tsikse means Shepe Djelpa means when Chandakirti, Master Chandakirti, glosses these two lines by
Aryanagarjuna.
good. Let's read the 2 lines by Aryanagarjuna. Toba li nila ta nyena, the key word is nyepa, and I'm sure Xiaoping has it because it's the last set of vowels of 112 vowels are called
Mistakes.
Yeah, if you make a mistake in your tawa about Domini,
If you make a mistake in your view about emptiness,
good. Those are shut up chung guys.
those tiny wisdom guys.
Good. Here's the verb pung. It doesn't mean pumbo. It means something completely different. What is that?
You're going to ruin.
It ruined. Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So translate the 2 lines. If
you make a mistake in your view about emptiness, it will, I don't know, Sherab showing little wisdom. Those with little wisdom will be ruined.
I would translate the na as when.
Oh, when you make a mistake in your view of emptiness.
You shut up chung guys.
Oh, you tiny wisdom guys will fall to your ruin.
Yeah, right. Great. I mean, not great, but great. Okay. Now here starts the lay. From the lay starts the quotation from Master Chandakirti, and he's explaining those 3 lines. Okay. Reshik. Okay. Now this reshik means suppose someone says it's like kachik. It's like kachik. Okay. In ancient Sanskrit, it's like kachik. Kyote tanje dongna tanje yopa mayin.
It's not.
If everything is tomba,
if everything is empty,
then tamje mepa.
Then there is nothing.
Yeah, then nothing exists. Okay, all right. This is somebody's coming up to Nagarjuna and saying, if everything is empty, then nothing exists at all. Okay.
So it's Reshik Kel?
Yeah.
Is the phrase?
Reshik,
okay.
Yeah, Reshik means suppose someone were to come up and say, okay, the Reshik Kelte means suppose someone were to appear and say.
I was trying to work in the Kel. That was my problem.
Yeah, good. It's Kelte. Now, suppose they talk like that. What's this spelling of talk mean?
They have some, just some idea or some wrong conception.
Yeah, suppose they get some weird idea like that. Well, that's a lokta.
That's a wrong view.
Yeah, and don't forget what are the 3 classic wrong views? Here's one.
That things.
When you discuss the 10th non-virtue, there's usually two or three examples.
Right, that you don't believe in karma.
Good.
And you don't.
Past and future lives.
Oh, right.
Yeah, exactly. Lives. And koinchoksum.
3 jewels.
The 3 jewels. Yeah, okay. Those are typical ones. He's adding the worst one. If everything's empty, then nothing exists. If the husband in the kitchen is not coming from me, he doesn't exist at all. Okay. Therefore, I can just make a pizza and eat the whole thing. All right, Nick? All 8 slices.
Come close.
I think my record is 4, but okay. All right.
4 pizzas or 4 slices?
Okay. Yeah. Thanks. So I went and got you the original quotation from Wisdom.
Thank you.
Okay, it's right here. And I captured the page number for you.
Yay, thank you.
And then to explain Aya Nagarjuna's quotation, Chandakirti pulls out another quotation. Okay, got it? So here, now it's very confusing. You know, the first time you read this, it's Chandakirti commenting on verses by Nagarjuna by using other verses, and they happen to be by Nagarjuna also from a different book. Okay, here we go. Jikedu.
Jikedu. Chundi lokpar sungyarna, mike namni chut kyangsa, di tar me par tawayi, meet sang der ni jingwarngyur, shado.
Okay, nice. Chundi lokpar sungyarna, if you hold the wrong opinion about these things, okay, the unwise people, okay. And, you know, it was tempting. I spent a long time working on the chung because we just talked about Shirab chung. And I thought, well, he's talking about chung, but he's not talking about chung at all. He says chusawa.
Oh, they're wasting.
We had it in the 4 laws of karma.
It comes back to you.
Doesn't just go away.
Yeah, law number 3, I think. Yeah, when you do something, it doesn't just go away. Don't hope that something small thing you did bad to somebody else is not going to have an effect, because it always will. Okay, but here it's talking about those guys who have that wrong view. They will be wasted. Chisawa here is the same as pungwa. Okay, got it?
Okay.
And you see the implication with karma, that it will just get wasted somehow, go bad. It'll go bad. The expiration date will expire, and
so
yeah.
What's the kyung?
It's to get an extra meter.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I would say that. The 3rd and 4th lines are covered in the opening lines of Stanley's text. Stanley's text is interesting because the real beginning of his text is Chunam Sache Sapa Menlama Tobe Duchin and Sache Kajur De La Sanan Kundu Gyabagyur. All things can be divided into pure and impure. But before that, there's an interlude.
It's about why Buddha teach Abhidhamma.
Kind of. People get stuck in the dam of samsara.
In the swamp.
Good. And I think here, well, actually, here's the same theme written before Vasubandhu, okay? Maybe Vasubandhu is referring to this one, okay? They get stuck. Chingwa means, what's Chingwa mean, you guys? They get stuck.
Dullness.
They sink, they become drowsy.
Yeah, they sink or they get stuck in. The mitsang means the mud or the crap. It means crap, okay? Okay, you can't use it in your translation, but what's the crap here?
What's
it's
crap?
The third.
It's their wrong opinion about things. Oh, you froze, Geshe-la.
Hello? I'm sorry. What's the crap here? It's the 3rd line.
Ditar mepar tawayi, the view that there is nothing like that.
Good. The view that if things are empty, they don't exist. Okay. And if you don't understand things, you're gonna be wasted. You're gonna get stuck in the mud, the crap mud of believing that nothing exists. Okay, cool. Yay. That quotation comes from the letter to the king. I'm sorry. The string of jewels, okay, which is also an advice to the king.
Uh-huh.
And here it is. Yay.
Yay.
And this helps us correct the chung to ch, right?
Okay, good.
And it's pretty much precisely the same.
So I'm going to
Okay.
add a footnote that says we
Yay.
change the,
We're
using the reading of Aryanagarjuna.
Yeah. He's talking. Yeah, we're using a second quotation by Aryanagarjuna to explain the first quotation by Aryanagarjuna. I mean, Chandakirti is. By the way, it doesn't end there. We're still in Chandakirti's quotation. Please read, and Dr. Kramer is going to check you. Yay.
She's just younger Tom's Jed.
Perfect.
Thank you. Chite young Tom Chela Korpa Ndepar Minduna Ne Date say Jitar Mupo Di Dak Mixu Sin Kyang Tompa Nin Dung Yurte. De Jirang Shin Mepe Mewa Mewe Duni Tompa Ni Di Dun Mayino Shendi Nepar Tompa Ni Pong Pongwan Yurte De Tar Pangna Chuki Pong Parn Yurwe Le Ki Nepar Ngendror Drowarn Euro.
Good. Nice pronunciation of the question mark.
Thank you.
That was a very sexy 3 prenasals in a row.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
I bet no one's been praised as sexy for making 3 prenasals in a row, but beautiful. Okay.
And is that really Mayway?
I'm sorry?
Rangshin Mayway? Third line?
I must have missed some. Oh, yeah, you're right. It should be Bei. Yeah. By the way, somebody should be wondering why it's Korpadep instead of Korwandep. Both get shortened to Kundep, but I believe there was an ancient D after the R. And I think some authors get it right. And I think later authors change it to Korwa. So I think both are acceptable. Okay.
Wait, Geshe-la, so
Yeah,
there's a rule that if there was a D suffix.
I'm losing you.
Oh no.
I'm losing you.
Okay, I'll ask later.
I'm still losing you.
I think it's
Is
your
there a rule?
internet, Geshe-la.
I'm sorry. Can you repeat? Because my internet freaked out.
Does the whether or not it's a wa or a pa?
Can you repeat, Nick?
I'll write it in the chat.
And, hello.
Oh no, Ken? Can the rest of you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. It's Geshe-la's
Hello?
email. Internet.
Hello. Hello.
We can hear you.
Geshe-la, your video is frozen, but sometimes
Hello.
we hear your audio.
We can hear you.
Hello.
Well,
Wow.
There he is.
Allison,
Hey.
can you continue, please?
there
No, he's
he
here.
is.
You're
Geshe-la,
on mute.
muted.
Thanks, Nick. You saved me from the ether. You pulled me out of the ether.
Yay.
All right, let's start again. It must be Sunday morning Netflix or something.
Monday morning Sesame Street.
By the way, somebody's threatening to do a Netflix movie about Diamond Mountain, just so you guys know. That should be interesting.
A 3-year meditation retreat. That'll be really captivating.
Yeah, it'll
Visually.
be the script will be very slow, I think. Okay, you read this already, right? Chite Young. Now, moreover, what's that? Chite Young, what's that all about? Tam je la koa dapa mindina. If you don't want to what?
Believe.
If you don't want to kundep everything.
If you don't want to speak badly about everything.
Yeah, if you don't want to underrate everything that exists, all right. Okay. you should try to understand how mixo sinkan is a difficult expression. Mixo sinkan means even though they can act as objects of your perception, okay? You should try to understand how even though they can act as objects of your perception, they are still tomba.
They're still empty.
Yeah, and don't forget the definition of existence is
That which is perceived by an accurate perception.
yeah. So it's kind of a way, Chandrakirti is kind of saying
Everything's empty.
they really do exist because you can perceive. They can be objects of perception, meaning to a well-educated Dharma person, meaning they exist, but still they can be empty, okay? Therefore, when people say, when people say the meaning of emptiness is not that nothing is itself, okay? When people say the meaning of emptiness, when you say things are empty, it doesn't mean that things aren't themselves. Who's saying that? The other guy, okay?
Yeah, the one with, what was it? Sherab Chung.
Yeah, who got pungwad, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're the kind of person that says empty, when we say things are empty, it doesn't mean that they aren't themselves. You're wrong. And you are pongwaing tombani ngepado, ngepar.
Yeah.
You are ngepar pongwaing tombani.
Definitely.
Yeah, you're definitely giving up.
Oh, you're
emptiness.
giving up. Right. Definitely.
Yeah, I would even say rejecting, okay? When you say that emptiness doesn't mean that things aren't themselves, you are definitely giving up emptiness. By the way, that's not what we're talking about, okay? All right. We're talking about a person who says if things are empty, they don't exist, right?
Yeah.
This is talking about a person who says the meaning of emptiness is not that things are not themselves. Okay, now maybe we're going to get there, but it's an interesting twist. Okay, and if you bang, okay, if you do
reject,
give up,
like that.
Yeah, this pong means forever. It means poverty. It's a pong usually means poverty. Here it means you'll have a dearth. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a good word.
A dearth of dharma.
Yeah, for all your future lives. Okay? That's the idea.
All of them?
Okay. You are collecting the karma to never meet the dharma in your future lives. And because of that karma, because of that karma, you will definitely what?
You'll definitely go over and over and over again to the lower realms.
Yeah, good. By the way, the dro doesn't mean over and over.
Oh.
It just means ngen dro la dro. Yeah, you will go to the bad going.
Okay.
You'll go to the lower realms. Okay. Now, we're still in Chandrakirti. Okay.
Yep.
And he's gonna quote again. What's it called? Ratnamala.
The precious.
Yeah. Here we go.
Ratnamala.
Okay, I'm gonna pick Chinzom, let's pick on her. Come on.
Okay.
Kedrup Rinpoche Chengla Le Shenyang Dini Loksumna Balun Po Mkayspe Nangad Ragyal Chen.
Come on. You don't have to make it
Okay, Lumpo Kepe
You must have been drinking that coffee.
Pongwei Marung Dakni Chen. Arme Parni Chiu Sukdro She Shedo She Sungpan Taro. Oh, it's the end of Chandrakirti, right?
Yeah, great. I mean, when you got it, you caught it faster than I did. It's only when I got to here that I realized it's a quotation within a quotation. Okay. Yeah, he's going to end his quotation. Kedrup Je is going to end his quotation of Chandakirti by his quotation of Nagarjuna's precious mala, or whatever it is. Okay. String of precious jewels. Okay. Shenyang Dini Loksungna, if you have a wrong opinion of this particular topic, which is what?
Emptiness.
Yeah, emptiness.
Whether or not things exist.
No,
or is it emptiness?
It's well, it's actually the difference between having not being itself and being empty. If you think there is a difference, you have a problem. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So actually, the quotation isn't exactly fitting his point, in my opinion. Okay. If you get this point wrong, then those lumbos.
Those fools.
Fools. The Sutra of the Wise. Yeah, lumbo means fools, and there's a problem with those fools. They are similar to the person in Sage's text.
Oh, they've got a lot of self-cherishing.
Nagya.
Oh, pride.
Yeah, about being a kepa.
About being a kepa chung.
Yeah, no, they imagine themselves to be great panditas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those fools imagine themselves to be great masters, scholars.
Yeah, and they bong. What are they bong? We just had it up here. Donbanyi bong.
Yeah,
they
they're
reject
rejecting
emptiness. Yeah. Okay. So he's Dharma Kirti said Domini Pong here because he knew he was going to use this quotation. Okay.
Oh, okay.
They bong emptiness. Therefore, marung. Marung here means this marung doesn't mean improper. It has an S on it. When it has an S on it, it means grossly mistaken. Okay.
Okay.
They are people. Chen just means people. They are folks who are grossly mistaken because they have Pongwa emptiness, okay? And they will narmeduke.
Oh,
What's narme?
Avicii.
Avicii.
Yeah, Avicii, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, now what's ironic about the name of this hell?
It's not Avicii.
Yeah, the name of the hell is no suffering. But what it means is no moment without suffering, okay? But it's just kind of a misnomer, okay? Now, $50 for Chitsudo.
Go ahead, Word.
I don't know, somebody else should try. Maybe we should put Word on a handicap, like he only gets 10% or something.
Is Chitso like Chiwo? Like,
yeah, Shikandi in Sanskrit. Shikandi.
Yeah, the top of the head. Like I bow to them.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So what the hell is that doing here? You guys don't remember about the Bardo beings headed for the hell realms?
Oh, they go head down. They go head down.
Yeah, they are walking upside down. That's how you tell someone's headed to the hell realms, okay? If you can see them in the Bardo, they are walking upside down, okay? And then some of them are like a burnt log, I don't remember, okay? It's in Stanley's text. Of course, Stanley Bundy's text is the foundation of all wisdom. All right.
So how does this break down, Gisela? I'm sorry, how does that break down?
Oh,
the Chiyu. So
if you moreover, if you make a mistake about this topic, then you are a fool, and you are probably someone who believes themselves to be a great master. But you have actually, by thinking that, rejected emptiness, and you are the epitome of mistaken. Dagni Chen means like the epitome, okay? Like Mahatma is the epitome, right? Dagni Chenpo. So you are like the epitome of stupidity. Hey, that's a nice name for a band. The epitome of stupidity. And you will definitely be walking upside down to the lowest realm of hell. Okay,
Thank you.
cool. Depressing, yes. Okay. Which kind of, it kind of means you had bad luck to get a bad teaching about emptiness. Be better if you didn't get any
Oh.
teaching about emptiness. Okay, anyway, here's the root, here's the actual quotation, okay?
Thank you.
And it's the same, okay, which is refreshing. Seems like Kedrup Je is being very careful about his quotations, right? And by the way, here's the whole long quotation from Chandakirti, okay? And if you want to have some fun, you can see if there's any differences.
Okay.
Okay. Yay, we finished Chandakirti's interlude. Let's go back to Kedrup Je. Who's checking you? Captain Bill. Be tough on her.
Okay.
Telatongni la corpe tape marme dundroar. I'm sorry?
No, I saw the bar. Keep going.
Mase. Lendre la corpa tape kyangdrola. Lendre yupamayim partawani gate sa tamche chipatang dompa tongwe your young do tang ten chunam tak tuma shikne tumpar sungla.
Yeah. Now, this is a very interesting extension. Okay. We're ready to move on. We're satisfied with what Kedrup Je said so far, but he wants to take it one more step. Okay. He says, if you think about it, why do people get so ruined, Pua, when they don't understand emptiness correctly? Is that if you don't understand emptiness correctly, then what you're really saying is you don't understand Lende.
Karma and its consequences.
Yeah, karma and its consequences. Now that's a beautiful, boy, there's a diamond mining thing there, okay?
Nice.
I think that people tend to think that Sugeng's text would be easier than Utpala's text because Sugeng's text is just talking about cause and effect, but Utpala's text is going deeper into emptiness. But what he's saying here is, if you don't understand emptiness, the big problem is that then you don't really understand why one thing causes another. Okay, meaning if you think the cause can touch the effect, if you think a seed can turn into a tree, then you definitely don't understand emptiness. You have to understand emptiness to understand why a seed can grow into a tree, because it can't. Because they cannot coexist in the same moment. There can be no connection between two things that do not exist in the same moment. A seed cannot be connected to a tree. If you don't understand that emptiness, you will always be doing bad deeds. And that will take you to the hell, okay? So it's not that misunderstanding emptiness takes you to hell. It's that if you don't understand emptiness, you don't understand why the husband's screaming in the kitchen, and then you scream back and you go to the hell realms, okay? Got it?
So maybe that's why not believing in karma is the first thing mentioned in Loktawa.
Yeah, maybe so. But what I'd like you guys to think about, and I mean, that would make a whole half of a Professor Nick, that would make half of a DCI level, is that I'm on this thing nowadays, okay? People come to me with different ideas. They say, oh, Geshe-la, I read a book, you should read it. It's got some good stuff in it, But try to understand one thing. If you don't understand how a seed can cause a tree, then you don't understand anything, never, okay? Then everything you say is wrong. every method you state is wrong. Every practice you propose is wrong because you don't understand how one thing can cause another thing. If you don't understand how one thing can cause another thing, which you cannot understand if you don't understand emptiness, then everything else you say to me is wrong. Okay? All science is wrong. Not some science is wrong. All science is wrong because they don't understand how one thing causes another thing. If you don't understand how one thing causes another thing, then all your other opinions are wrong because they're based on that. Okay, it's massive. The misunderstanding of the world is it's everywhere. Everything about everything. Every opinion of the world is wrong. Okay, it's amazing. Okay, all right, here we go. If you underestimate emptiness, okay, not only will you go to the lowest hell, okay, you will also discount cause and effect, okay, and because of that, you'll also go to hell. Why? You'll start thinking that cause and effect doesn't exist. And by the way, you can say, Geshe-la, I don't understand emptiness perfectly, but I do believe in cause and effect. Then what Kedrup Je is saying here is that, no, you don't. Okay? You don't. If you don't understand emptiness perfectly, you can't understand why to keep the 10 good deeds. Okay? It's a very powerful couple of pages here. Okay? So yeah, misunderstanding emptiness is going to take you to the house. But the real point is that when you misunderstand emptiness, you misunderstand karma. Therefore, and that takes you to the hell, okay? And in essence, when you deny emptiness, you are therefore denying cause and effect, your karma, okay? And that's gonna chippa all your getzas.
Oh, that's going to completely cut away all your good karma.
Yeah, all your bank account, your good karma bank account will be severed, okay? The bank will close your account, okay? All right. And then you're going to give up all your donbas.
All your vows.
Yeah, Greer means it will act as a cause for you to give up all your donbas, okay? And this opinion that a misunderstanding of emptiness leads to a rejection of karma, leads to a rejection of all your good deeds, leads to a rejection of all the commitments you've ever made, is shared by dos intentions.
Shared by the sutras and the classical commentaries.
Good. Tumbar Sung means this opinion is shared namdak in the namdak tenches.
In the pure?
Yeah, meaning in the really good ones. Okay. He's allowing that there may be
some errors that may have been introduced to some of them.
There's no Mickey Mouse sutras there's no Mickey Mouse text in the Kangyur, but there are a few Mickey Mouse texts in the Tengyur, okay? All right. So he says, I'm talking about the good shastras, okay? No good shastra. All good shastras are gonna say the same thing on this point, that if you don't understand emptiness, you can't understand karma, okay? And you can't really practice it. And therefore you're gonna be in trouble, okay? All right, here we go. But
so Geshe-la, I'm just wondering, is this the thing that like inspired you? Like for me, you're the only teacher who made this connection so clearly, and this states it so clearly.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's something for us veteran Dharma students to think about, that if you don't really understand karma, you never did understand. I'm sorry, if you don't really understand emptiness, you have never understood karma anyway. Okay, because you don't understand how one thing can cause another thing, because it's impossible.
Yeah.
If the two things don't exist at the same time, they cannot affect each other. Therefore, a tree seed put in the ground should create the attack on the Capitol. Okay, you see what I mean? totally unrelated things should cause each other because they don't have to make contact. They also don't make contact. Okay, it's very profound. Okay, let's read the next one.
Oh, chakme min serki. Yepamayin serwa yino. Shepe Greer Je Lani. Genume par kongdu trangpe siksel ki lungdi selwar sheto.
This point was made in Nick's text. And if Nick wants to make $60 for Amelie's college fund, he's going to tell us.
So,
By the way, I'll give you the first part for free, okay? Kochak, this sentence, the first line is being spoken by the other guy. And Kochak means us guys, mepa, miser. Tomani mepa, miser.
yeah, we don't say that there's no such thing as emptiness.
We just say,
Yeah.
Yipamayin, that Yipamayin, sir, we do say that things don't exist.
yeah, now give me
Yeah.
the language from your text. Give me the language from your text. We're not saying
Oh, well,
that.
just because we're saying that just denying one position is not implying another position.
No.
No,
I'll
we
give you
don't
the
say
first
nothing
part.
exists. We don't say nothing.
No, you got to say it this way. We're not saying everything is non-existent. We're just saying.
Oh, yeah, sure. This was a while ago. Yeah. We're
Come
not
on, a
saying-
while ago. It was like 3 hours ago.
Oh, I'm thinking from several terms ago. We're not saying that that everything doesn't exist. We're saying that nothing exists.
Good. I would prefer to say we're not saying everything is non-existent. We're just saying nothing exists.
Right.
I thought it was the other way around, that they didn't want to be seen as falling off the cliff, that they saw that somehow, or is that someone else's text?
No, I have to look
That's
back.
yesterday.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Well, he's trying to draw a distinction that somebody's text tried to draw a day or two ago, where he said, look, I'm not saying everything's non-existent. I'm just saying it's not existent.
Actually, that was in my text. Sorry.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. It was your text, maybe. Okay.
Yeah, my text had a line like that, but that was a couple of years ago.
Okay, sorry. This che, okay, I'm going to point out this che in the second line. This has an owl before it, which means it's the verb to fix something. Okay, and it's used in the word tenche, shastra, actually. So this chepa means to repair something. And he's attempting to fix his statement. Okay, that's what it means here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can draw some kind of false distinction like that, but there's no need. Good, there's no need, and there's no point. Nipa. There's no need, and it doesn't work. Okay. Oh, we're not saying everything's non-existent. We're just saying nothing exists. Well, that adjustment of your position, okay, equals adjustment of your position. Okay. There's no need to do that, and it doesn't help. Okay. All right. Why do you say that? Because the 6-cell lung we just quoted is a selwashe.
He explains it clearly.
Yeah, just go back and read the quotation we just gave you. If you read it carefully, you'll understand that trying to correct yourself here, trying to adjust your position is hopeless. It means the same thing. Okay, got it? Yay. By the way, I don't know. Kedrup Je was on peyote or something when he wrote this book. He's awesome. He's incredibly awesome in this book. I can't believe it. All right, 2 more minutes. Let's do this quotation.
Deitir shingya pale, chikni, ngendro ni nidrola, tamel mayin shi nindo, shepandrel pale kyang.
Okay. Shigyapa is what?
The 400?
Yeah, the 400 verses of who?
Ayadeva.
Ayadeva,
Right.
who was the main disciple of
Nagarjuna.
Nagarjuna. Okay, so yeah, we'll let him say something. Okay, he's the main disciple of Nagarjuna. We can go to him. Chiningendo Nidola. Okay, I'm going to let you guys struggle with this one. You can figure it out. You can figure it out. You guys can figure it out. All together, you can figure it out. Okay. This is the goal, by the way, of the mixed nuts. That when Grandpa's voice is silent, you can translate this stuff. Probably as a team, you can help each other. Okay. Here we go. Chigni.
The first
Firstly?
one.
Yeah, one of these guys.
Oh, one of these guys is going
Uh-huh.
to go himself to the lower realms.
This name means only.
Oh,
No
go
choice.
only to the lower
No
realms.
option. Yeah, one of the guys, one of these thinkers is without doubt headed to the lower realms. And the other guy, by the way, Tamil Nangshan is the greatest sin of Tantra. Tamil Nangshan
Right.
is the greatest sin of Tantra.
Isn't ordinary
Normal.
she peace?
Yeah, those Tamil Mayimba guys.
Those ordinary. No, those extraordinary
Mayim.
guys? Those
Yeah,
extraordinary guys?
those guys who are super extraordinary, they go to Shiva.
They go to peace.
Yeah, nirvana and enlightenment, and nowhere else, and nowhere else. Okay, it's very beautiful. One of these guys is going to the hell and nowhere else. What's another word for extraordinary that has a negative at the beginning? What's an English way to say extraordinary by starting with uncommon?
Uncommon.
Incomparable.
I don't know. Uncommon just says, they're kind of special, but extraordinary means something really different.
They're going to go to nirvana.
Yeah.
Unparalleled? Unparalleled?
Yay. Did you guys freeze on me again? Dang.
You we rarely see something like a duo. Is that like a verb, or is it just a Ladin particle with an O?
He's frozen.
Oh man,
He doesn't hear us.
You know what it is, Upala? Or anybody?
It's
I
the
don't know.
terminating particle after a adverb. So tuo, just the fact that it's ends in
Hey, you're back.
Hey.
So it is a Ladin particle.
You're back.
Yeah.
yes.
You do.
His video is not moving though.
Sashi Puki Jugshin Metok Tram Viravling Shi Metok Sangye Shingdu Mikte Wargi Drokun Namdak Shingma Duparcho Hiram Guru Ratna Mandala Kamnir Yatayami Kewadi Kewokun Sunam Yeshe Toksokshin Sunam Yeshe Lejungwe Dampar Kunyi Topar Sho. Thank you, Geshe-la, if you can hear me.
Geshe, you're muted.
Okay, the rare occasion that I am muted, according to my wife. All right, I'll see you guys this evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Geshe-la.
Oh, stay tuned for a yoga class, everybody, with the incomparable, extraordinary Kendra.
Woo.
Kendra. Great,
Oh.
isn't it? Ben, is she gonna go on your channel, or is she gonna set up her own call?
I guess she'll probably be on mine. I don't really know.
Okay.
It's she'll be here though, right?
Yeah, this same call.
Okay.
Tim, are you here?
Yes,
He had other things.
I am here, but but I'm gonna have to pass it off quickly.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, she'll be with us shortly. You know, she's got the baby, right? So we got to make a quick switch, but she'll be with us very quickly.
Okay. Are you okay?
I actually, if you could, once she comes on, I can start the live stream, but I need to. Bye, Geshe-la.
Bye-bye.
Thank you again.
After today,
Yeah,
I
make me host, I guess.